Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. And today, let's take a look at IWM first. This is obviously a very interesting market. We did the layup class trade today, which of course was a lot of fun. Where we did some live trades like in Tesla and a few other different stocks like that. And the big question as we go into options expiration and things like that is, what is up with the Russell? Is this signifying that the market is topping, okay? Or is it just the Russell doing its thing? As you guys know, I always like to look at the Russell and a couple of other things, specifically the transportation sector, for any red flags. And right now, I mean, the transportation sector isn't doing great, but it's not rolling over. I mean, this has been bearish, right? And we all know that big stocks like Walmart are already undergoing a correction. I mean, Walmart's down more than 20%. That's a bear market in Walmart. And so the question that we're just kind of looking at here is this what's going to happen to these other indexes, or are they going to roll over and die? Or is that just the nature of this current market where you're going to have some things doing really, really well, like Netflix, some things doing really, really poorly, like Walmart, which causes the indexes and actually certain stocks just to trade sideways? Well, that's fine. But if we're looking at that, we just kind of want to get an idea of what are the best strategies for that. So some of the stuff to consider here is like Facebook. And I found this, you know, if especially if we're in these middle of these ranges here, that you can spend a lot of time just kind of going sideways, especially in a market like this, and especially during monthly expiration. So on something like this, I prefer to focus more on selling premium with the idea that we can collect income while waiting for direction to take place. On the other hand, there are some other kind of unique situations. This is one we found today in the layup class, where you've got the volume and you've got the pattern to designate for a little bit of a potential pop and more of a directional play. Okay, so now we've balanced out where we've got a directional play here and we've sold premium in Facebook. And a lot of times people ask me, it's like, well, if you could only do one, what would you do? Well, the thing about it is with directional trades, you have to be very picky. Okay, I was going to write this with my mouse pad, but it wasn't working. So you have to be very picky and you have to be very patient. And the key to what happens a lot of times is people get impatient and they start jumping into trades. Okay, so I actually prefer to do about 80% of stuff where you're actually selling premium. Okay, that takes up a little bit more margin depending on how you're structuring it. And then save a smaller portion of the account for directional trades. Okay, so obviously in the layup class this week, that's what we're focusing on. We're hammering those directional trades. And one of the questions I'm getting is like, okay, that's great, but what are the best income trades to do? So the idea here is that if you've reached a point in terms of your trading, it's like, okay, consistency, I mean, all the different things, and you've decided it's like, okay, I am totally into these income trades. They're easier. I can actually kind of adapt my trading plan around it. We are going to do our first ever income trading mentorship with Bruce online. So for those that are familiar with him, you know his awesome strategies. If you're not, this is how you get up to speed. So he is going to do a class on Saturday, August 22nd from 2 to 6 o'clock East Coast time, where he's going to detail all of these strategies. And in my point of view with this kind of stuff is that it's always best to, you know, if you're going to learn how to golf, you can read a book on how to golf, but when you go to do your swing, you need a pro right there at your side watching you, or you need to at least be able to watch him, so you can like watch him or her. It's like, okay, I got it. So he's also going to add his first ever 3-day online trading mentorship, okay, where he can essentially take you from soup to nuts with all this different stuff. So Bruce will be talking about his three favorite monthly trading strategies that he uses every month to generate consistent income. Okay, you're going to know exactly what to do with it. The defense strategies that can save the trade from disaster, so you never have one trade cost you the success of 10 winning trades. And this is what happens to most people who get into income trading, is they do not learn how to do the defense. Okay, step-by-step trade process so you can know how to have a steady equity curve, how to trade on the side of options professionals, because you don't want to be caught on the wrong side. It's no fun. How to put it all together in a concise trading plan. And it's essentially, you can go here and just get all this stuff. Now, the idea with the live class, as you guys know, it's once you learn it on paper, this is essentially going through daily trading rituals. What exactly does Bruce do? Look over his shoulder as he's doing trading. Obviously, be able to ask him questions, finding the ideas, but learning how to find the ideas, okay? Where do you find these? How do you filter them out? What are you looking at? Defense strategies and different things like that. And he'll go through that whole list. So the Saturday class, this is going to be his first kind of intensive 4-hour effort, which is going to be pretty awesome. $297. Again, the whole idea of the Saturday class is here's some specific stuff you can start doing at the next trading day and actually use those strategies to generate the investment that you made in the class. And if you really want to take it to the next level and do the live, do the $997, and that'll get you with the mentorship. All right. Hope it helps. simpleroptions.com/core. This is going to be a great class on everything you needed to know for income trades, and looking forward to seeing you there.